Hello, everyone. I hope that it's working good. And I see Mary's excited to see the new setup. There were several people that couldn't wait to see. I hope it's not a little underwhelming because it's exciting for me. I know it would probably be exciting for Mary because it's kind of more like behind the scenes things. I didn't get any new camera or anything. I'm a baller on a budget. But my husband got me this. Oh, you can't even see. Hold on. Oh, I have it in my camera or my hand. So my husband got me this. It's kind of like it does more than just that. It has this to be able to streamline editing videos and editing pictures and things like that, which is really cool. And then I could just go back to my face cam. Yay! So that's it pretty much. Sorry if it's a little underwhelming. I hope everybody can hear me good. But yeah, that is it. Hopefully one day I will get a new face cam and everything. But all right, with that out of the way, I saw Mary come in, and when I first got it, when he got it for me, I was like, I have to tell Mary about this. She is going to love it. So my chat is not updating. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I don't know how to do this. All right, well, hopefully it will catch up. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, I want to let you all know. Okay, everybody can hear me. I can look over there at my screen and make sure that everybody can hear me, but I want to make sure that I get people's questions if they have any. Of course. I'm all excited. And then YouTube starts acting up. I don't know why it's not showing. Anyways, all right. Back to it. Welcome to a live stream. I haven't done one of these in quite some time, so I'm a little rusty, but there are a couple things that I want to let you know about. And I want to first let you know about Nikki Hart's cards. She is doing an auction for to raise money for hurricane relief. I have the link pinned to the top where you can find where to sign up when it goes live on Friday. I am giving away a big bag of goodies. There are well, not giving away, I'm sorry. I donated this to raise money. So there are sprays, distress crayons, distress watercolor pencils, stamps, stencils, all kinds of goodies in here. So be sure to sign up so that you can be notified if you are wanting to help with that effort. Also, my free class, if you have not signed up for the free backgrounds class, it is happening on Saturday, this Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And I'm super excited about it. It was something I decided to kind of do a little different this time. I usually just do paid classes, but I wanted to offer something for everyone this time. So what you can do is you can sign up for the free class, and then you get access to that live replay for 48 hours. And then you also get a free class PDF. And then, obviously you can chat and converse with everybody in the live class. But if you want ongoing access, lifetime access, and I think it's like 30 or 35 pages of the class PDF. You get to join a Facebook group. There's also a Zoom session on Thursday where we're going to, I'll try to help prep for the class. Trying to think what else. Oh, there's also over 25 pre-recorded classes, and I'm going to switch to my desk cam to show you some of the cards that I made. This is the one we're going to make today. But there are definitely lots of techniques. I'm getting all these upside down. So here are the cards. If you want access to these, you have to pay the $15 and you get lifetime access. Some of them are pretty simple, no-brainer techniques, but sometimes I think I took away from recording all these and getting the PDF ready and everything that even myself, I definitely overthink things, and not everything has to be over the top, one of a kind, never before seen techniques for cards, especially when you have a lot of backgrounds that you need to get through. Here's this one. I don't know where the other one went. I took pictures of it so that I can, because I'm pretty sure this is a set of cards that I donated for the hurricane relief, but oh, I could do this. I forgot. It's going to take a second to get used to me being able to just add a little button, because I normally I have to like go over to the side and change everything. But well, today's is just live here on YouTube, and I'm just showing one of many techniques that you can do with your backgrounds. And it takes a minute. We're just hanging out. So if you're looking for like a class style live, maybe this might not be it. I try to keep my regular lives more low key and kind of just chill. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. And the link to sign up for the free class is in the description box. And then you will be, little airplane. You will be able to sign up for the paid class if that's what you prefer. But Saturday's class is free. It's not going to be public. You have to sign up to get the link. So what I'm going to do is I actually have some of these. And for this technique, I suggest using a larger background. That way you can, where are I have a box of all of my techniques. So I have them all organized. And there we go. Oh, I was looking for this embossing folder. See, sometimes when I am too organized, I surprise myself. All right. So this is what we're essentially going to be doing. I think we all overthink, because if you've taken my classes, you've walked away probably with a ton of backgrounds, hopefully. And then you're like, well, okay, now what? But then when I was sitting down trying to think of ways, I'm like, well, this is too simple, but it's really not, because sometimes, simple is best. And especially like if you have backgrounds that you don't necessarily like too much, like what do you do with those? You don't want to really throw them away. So there are techniques to use those as well. So yeah. Like if you're creating a card start to finish, more thought and things can go into it. But some of these, did take a long time. Like this one, I did the inlay die cutting. And then this one, I just cut strips. This one, I just glued some butterflies on there. This is one that we did in the Distress Spray class. So there's definitely this one. I stamped, I die cut, I embossed, I splattered. This one is double embossing. This one was a lot of fun to do. So yeah, lots of fun things, but not everything has to be, super elaborate or anything like that. All right, I'm going to start cutting these down. And I thought about trying to cut some of these down beforehand, but I didn't. So I'm actually going to cut these about 1/4 of an inch and 1/2 of an inch. So we'll just chat. Okay. I'm going to get this a little closer to me so I can see. It doesn't have to be perfect. And this is not, I'm not going to be doing in the live class anything that takes this long, because this will probably take the hour. We'll be doing different things that don't take as long for one technique. So if you want more involved techniques, then and the live access to the live lifetime access, then I suggest grabbing it for $15. It will go up after Saturday, and the link is in the description box. But all right, that's enough about that. Is anybody crafting along with me? So, how did you do the background you're working on? It is using Distress Oxide sprays. I have a lot of, well, not anymore. I was actually thinking of doing another live tomorrow, just another low-key hangout kind of live where we just make backgrounds, because I have run out of some of my favorites. And let's see, I'm trying to get this a little straight. But yeah, we'll see if I go live tomorrow. That'd be something. 2 lives in 1 week. Okay, I didn't run out of backgrounds. Okay, let me grab my backgrounds. These are my backgrounds, but there are a couple techniques where I want a specific look, or I'm trying to go for like the same look as the example, and I've run out of those. So are we able to buy the VP after watching? Yes, you can. You can. The $15 price will still be the price. I'm thinking up until probably Sunday morning, so people can decide if they want to purchase it. But remember, it's not just the live replay that you'll be purchasing. It is over 25. Oh no, that's too big. Over 25 pre-recorded videos as well. And then also a comprehensive PDF too. So, and then you also, well, if you don't purchase it before Saturday, well, before Thursday, there's a Zoom session where we'll just be hanging out and prepping for the class. Unfortunately, you'll miss that, but, and then you also, if you sign up for, if you grab the VIP pass for this class, you will get 50% off of my next class, which is, I'm excited for. I'm already halfway done, but then realized that when I was editing videos, half of my videos, well, I think actually all of them have no sound. So that's always fun. I have to do voiceovers for those. Okay. So now I'm going to take the smaller one and then kind of do the same thing. And you could do this technique with gel printed backgrounds would be great. Yeah, it happens. I don't know what happened, because I'm like, oh no, the first video, it doesn't have sound, and then I keep going and it's like all of them. which when I do the pre-recorded classes for or the pre-recorded videos, I kind of like to talk through some of the process because I think some people enjoy that, some people might not, but it's the way I do it. So because when I do a voiceover, it's kind of like I try to get to the point and, you know, get it done kind of thing. And then when I'm talking through it, it gives you more insight on why I pick what I do and things like that. So it might help out a little bit more, but unfortunately, that's not how it's going to be for some of the class. But luckily, it's really mainly just kind of prepping the die cuts and stuff. So it's not going to be a live class because November is crazy. It's a crazy month. My son's turning 18. We're taking him somewhere for his birthday, and I'm excited. Nowhere crazy like the Bahamas or anything, but it'll be fun. Something he's never done before, which I like. I took him to his first concert during the summer too. That was fun. Even though I'm not like a concert person, but just seeing and just how much he enjoyed it was well worth it. All right. Am I glitchy for everybody else? Because unless it's just my Wi-Fi, I don't know what's going on. Let me know, okay? All right. So we're going to be adding the strips a little. Okay. I'm going to have my husband, he's a network engineer, so there should be no glitching happening. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous, Mariah Carey. I love her. That's amazing. That's so fun. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. All good. Okay. All right, so I'm actually gonna use this one. How did that get in there? All right, so I have a panel, a white piece of cardstock that's measured 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm just going to start layering these down. And I'm actually, I'm going to start in the middle first, because then that will give me, and see why you want to use a larger background. Unless you cut the panel this way. That's what I did for this one, actually. So maybe we'll do that, actually. We're going to cut the panel in half, and that measures, we're going to cut it at 2 3/4, I think. Yep. Okay, let me text my husband because I'm frozen on my end. Okay. Not frozen. Okay. Goodness gracious. All right, so we're going to add liquid glue to this one, actually. No, I'm going to use this one. Yep. Okay. So if you don't have a larger panel to use, cut the pieces in half this way, and then you'll be able to use your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 backgrounds. Okay, just like that. I never really honestly went to a concert. Growing up, my mom took us to a lot of Christian concerts, but I don't think, oh, you know what? I did go to the Boom Boom Huck Jam when I was like BMX kind of punk rock thing. I don't remember what age I was. But yeah, I can't believe my mom let me go to that. But other than that, I really am not a big concert person. But I'll tell you that Morgan Wallen puts on a good show. It was a good concert. All right, let's see what he says. All right, not the internet. Oh, he's telling me to switch internets because we have 2 routers or 2 networks, but I ain't going to do that midstream here. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm actually rotating like the colors. So like because I went dark to lightest this way, I'm going dark to lightest that way. And then I'm going to come in with this other, I think I might add a bigger strip. This other color, this is just oxides in the same color, so it will go together. Yeah, my son was like, he's wanted to go to his first concert for the longest time. And it was like on a whim that I got the tickets that day and we're like, okay, let's go. And my husband's like, are you serious? I'm like, yes, because I live like an hour from Vegas. So we had to go to Vegas and it was definitely worth it. It was a lot of fun. But I'm always like, Mateo, he goes to WWE events all the time. And we try to tell him, like, you're blessed in that way. Like, not many kids can say that they've been to 5 or more WWE events. All right. I would like to know what everyone's first concert was. I think it was Blink 182 that played at the Boom Boom Huck Jam. I don't know. I was like 2001, 2002. I don't know. They just had the When We Were Young in Vegas this last weekend, and my son's like, I want to go. I'm like, no. And now he's almost 18. I'm like, when you're 18, you can not do whatever you want because he does. We still have rules, but I'm like, you can go by yourself to certain things. Not everything, because yeah, I'm like, he's almost 18 and I have very strict rules with their phones. And I'm like, how do I do that? How do I navigate that? Like because he's going to be 18 like his whole senior year, you know? I think it's just weird. I didn't turn 18 till after I graduated high school. So I don't know. I still monitor everybody that they put in their phones. Like, I'm a crazy person, but it's for their own good. So they're only allowed certain amount of time. Beach Boys. Oh my gosh, Adia will be 17. Yeah, that's crazy. My daughter will be 17 when she graduates too. But not for very long. She'll turn 18 like a few weeks later. Oh, I see a couple Beach Boys. Keith Urban. Ooh, good one. Moody Blues. I don't know who these people are, some of them. If I probably heard their songs, I wouldn't know. But I'm very bad. Even my husband's like, you listen to these people all the time. I'm like, I have no idea. I'm not good, even like actors and stuff. I'm not good with like keeping up with who's who and all that kind of stuff. I have other things to worry about. Ooh, Elton John. Chicago. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Because my mom, we used to go to a lot of Christian concerts and stuff. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is start snipping some of these down, and then that way I can use the leftovers of these. So I'm just going to snip these off. This is a great way to use a background. Ooh, that was really wonky. If you aren't necessarily 100% happy with it, because then you can just chop it up and no one will ever know. That's who it was. Sarah, Carmen. Hello. Why couldn't I was thinking of Petra. Petra is a different Christian band, but it wasn't Petra. It's Carmen. That's crazy. And I want to say that all these, they were all free, if I'm not mistaken, because growing up, I don't even know how my mom afforded gas to get to Vegas sometimes. I'm going to put this one like that. Let's see. Use this one here. So what I'm looking for kind of is like colors that I need a little bit more of. So like down here, it's kind of dark. So I'm going to lighten it up with this pink. And then that way you can kind of decide how you want to lay them, because it really honestly doesn't matter much. Just depending on what you are looking for. Looks like a quilt, yeah. I think on this side, I want a little darker. A little bit darker. So I don't remember the colors off the top of my head. Oh, we're almost at 100 people. Are we gonna get to 100? That's crazy. I haven't been live in forever. It's been a minute for sure. Just been working on classes and spending time with the kids. All right, and I think I want, what do I want on the end there? think this pink. There we go. And then we'll add this little tiny piece here. Oh, that's not going to fit. Sarah, it was, it's done with distress sprays. You can do this with alcohol ink backgrounds. Bye, Wendy. Is that an A2 size? Refresh my memory. What's an A2 size? 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is going to sit like this. So it's going to look like this. This measures 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. So I hope that helps. All right. Then I'm going to just let this sit for just a second. And I'm going to put this aside before I snip off the smaller pieces. And we're going to take, where did I put my paper? There it is, right in front of my face. All right, if you're just joining, isn't it so pretty just like that? Two things. The hurricane relief auction is happening Friday and Saturday. Nikki Hart's Cards is doing it all. She's putting it all together. Be sure to check out the link. It's pinned to the top. And then also I'm having a free class on Saturday that you can join with even more techniques to turn our backgrounds into cards. Yes, doing mismatched is a great idea as well. What am I doing? Oh, look what Sizzix sent me. I had posted on Instagram a question, like a legit question about my spellbinders, because I've had my spellbinders for many, many years and I put it through the ringer. I probably put way too many shims sometimes. Anyways, and it's old. Okay, so not everything lasts forever. And I was like, is there any way I can fix it? Speaking to like my followers, right? And this lady, I don't know if she wants to be like publicly, but she works for Sizzix. Anyways, she says, you should just use a Sizzix. And I said, oh, maybe. And then she's like, I'll send you one. And I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds good. It's taken me a minute because I have a really old Sizzix. It's got like, it's black with the pink on it. Someone actually gifted that to me way back in the day. Her name was Olga. She is so dear to my heart because it was when I was first crafting, first doing YouTube and everything. And she's like, you don't have a die cut machine? And I'm like, no. And she gifted it to me and I still have it, but I don't use it because it's old. But I have the old platform and I actually use the old platform in my spellbinders because I'm too cheap to buy the newer like spellbinders system. That's like $60 or something. Anyways, okay, so embossing folder is just the platform and then one of these. So I'm actually going to turn it. It is a little weird not being able to fold it up, but beggars can't be choosers, right? All right. Where did my paper go now? There it is. All right. I'm going to spritz this with a little bit of water And the embossing folder I'm using is, you know, I think it's from Simon Says Stamp. I'm not 100% sure. It may be linked in the description. I can't remember if I linked it or not. It's a really pretty one, but let's see. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Nope, I need something else. What's missing here? Okay. Oh, textured. Oh, okay, so sorry, I'm learning the new machine. So you need both plates. That's weird. Okay, let's see if that works. That seems like it's trying to struggle too much. Okay, let's try this. There we go. Yeah, it's got to kind of try and figure it out. Still seems like it's kind of struggling. A rubber mat. I have a rubber mat somewhere. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is take this piece, snip off the little ends. And then I'm going to run this through. Hopefully the same way. Or in the same spot. Sometimes you have to use a piece of cardboard. Okay. Yeah, I find that oh, I need to glue that down. Sometimes you just got to play with the sandwiches, and then I think that's why the Spellbinders, that I don't even know what it's called, that system that they have, is so great because there's so many different options, but I'm cheap. I'd rather use a piece of cardboard. It is a 3D embossing folder. However, it's not as 3D as like this one from Tim Holtz. So what I'm doing here now is because I want it to line up just like this. And so it flows. I got that dirty with the glue. There we go. And so I'm just going to place it like this. And then I'm going to hopefully hold it in place-ish. It's not going to be perfect. But then I'm going to emboss this. I forgot to add some water there. Okay, so we're going to do that again. So if you ever need to emboss your background again, you kind of just slide it around and then it'll kind of get snug in place there. And so what I'm doing here is I'm trying to figure out where I want this panel, because I'm going to emboss this panel and then layer it on top of the white panel. And I'm trying to get it to where it flows. Like I did it all at once. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be good. Okay, so we got that. This. And then now this. Hopefully my little pieces stay down. Perfect. Turn it upside down. And then take the white piece. Okay, I'll have to see what Laura, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Was Elvis? Oh my goodness. Gian? That is super cool. Okay. I have too many little pieces and I did not clean up before. So, all right, so now this is going to layer just like that. And what we're going to do is take some white pigment ink, and you can use any white pigment ink that you have. Or if you just have a re-inker, maybe you can brayer this on, but you need to be very light with it. So I need to cut this real quick. It's kind of crooked. There we go. There we go. Okay. And now we're just going to highlight the embossed image there. It's one of my favorite techniques to do. So I was sent the new magnetic magic mat, and it warped so bad. I don't know if it's user error. I have to reach out to them, but it's such a cool concept. However, if it warps that bad, I only used it like a few times. And unfortunately, if something doesn't work, I'm not going to promote it, even if it was sent to me. In good conscience, I cannot. Okay, so then that just goes like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. You could rough up the edges if you're careful. I am a little worried because I might rip them, but Jasper, our rule is if we pay for it, cell phones, and we get to monitor. Yes. Yes. I don't like look through the messages or anything like that. However, my son just got Instagram and he's almost 18. So, yeah. And I monitor that as well. Like, I mean, he's done pretty good. I didn't want him to turn 18, leave the house, and not know how to manage social media. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'd rather do it in my house. I would rather him not have it at all. But Instagram was like the only one that he really cared for to have. He doesn't want to have TikTok or Snapchat or anything like that. So, I'm trying to line this up. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pop this up. I know it's kind of crazy. Some people do not believe in monitoring your kids, like their phones and stuff. Sorry, not me. I will monitor as long as I can. I won't say that I've never looked at their messages, but they've known. And it was one time my son was getting bullied really bad in middle school, and I could tell something was up. And so I said, I'm going to look through your phone. Sure enough. So I had him delete all those people from his contacts. And that's when I realized that I need to put the parental control where I have to approve the people that he has in his phone, because it was just people were adding him to group chats. And I mean, if you have teenagers, this is what they do. They add them to group chats and everything, and without them knowing, and then they, yeah. Anyways. Oh, thanks, Shannon. I try. Even in a small town where I live, the things still happen. So, and my kid is a good kid too. So anything can happen. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Laura says you can, for sure, you can look through your kid's phone, but probably not when they are over. Yeah, no, for sure. Let's see. And I asked him, I said, so when you turn 18, what is your thought process behind like what you think you're able to do, or what you're going to be allowed to do? Do you think you're going to be able to stay out as late as you want because you're 18 now? And he goes, oh no, I'm still live under your roof. We pay all his bills. So I mean, he has a phone bill, but he doesn't work right now. He's focusing on school. So yeah, anyways. All right, so that is going to go like that. Yes, my kids are very open with me. Sometimes too much. Like, I don't want to know. I'm very strict, but I'm also very reasonable and understanding in some cases, most cases. All right, trying to think what I want to do for the sentiment. Let me grab my box here. What card is this one? Oh. It's hard navigating like everything, Yes, very true. It's hard because I was just thinking the other day and I'm like, oh my gosh. In just a few weeks, my son is going to be 18. He's going to be allowed to do all of these things. And then when he graduates high school, he's now thinking of college, which he wasn't really before because of what he wants to do. It doesn't require a college degree. And now he's thinking about college, which is fine. But I'm like, oh my gosh, how are we loving, caring, devoting all of our time to these kids and then they just leave? My heart is like, I can't take it right now. Although we do raise our kids to hopefully get out in the world and become productive members of society, right? But still, it's still hard. And I'm hoping that I did my job good, so it's a weird feeling to be like proud of your child, but then like scared and just like, I don't know, just all the feels at once, I think. Like curious to see what they do in life and, empty nest is painful. Oh, Shannon. All right. So, oh my gosh, I cannot get over how excited I am that these are cutting just perfectly. No crackling, no popping. My Spellbinders machine was like popping. It was like crazy. So just popping out these little things. We made it over 100. Yay. And I'm not even doing anything that interesting, I don't think. I'm just chatting. All right. Add that there. I think I'm going to add a little more pigment ink on here. And you see the difference. So on this one, I use distress spray, a distress spray background, and this one is oxide. So you can see that the muted tones of the oxide doesn't let the image stand out as much as like the vibrancy of the stains. So this would be great for backgrounds that you have that are darker, and then you just kind of cut them up, and then yeah. Hey Pam. Pam told me yesterday that she's like, I think we're already supposed to go live. I'm like, what? I had it scheduled on one thing, at one time, and then another a different time. So thank you, Pam. So I had to change it. Okay, this got clogged, so I'll use this one. All right. Actually, going to add some splatters. Man. And I was thinking too, PS Crafty, I was like, okay, when my son goes out, like a while ago, the seniors had a bonfire, and I'm like, I could not go to sleep. And it was like midnight. And granted, he doesn't really, go out too late most of the time. And I was like, I cannot sleep. And now I know how my mom felt. And my mom let us stay out till like 2 in the morning, sometimes 3 in the morning. And I'm like, there's no way. How am I going to do it when he's gone? Like, am I just not going to sleep ever again? All right, I had to add some splatters. All right. Whoops. All right. Just going to add some glue to this sentiment. Kelcats, you should have gotten a email the other day with a link, but yes, I will be sending out another link as well. All right, just gonna add that there. Just like that. Not so pretty. I like to use the Dina Wakley gloss spray in white. What was that? Somebody had put in so I have this group, it's called the Splatter Squad for people that purchase classes. Somebody had put in there something, I think it was like, I don't even remember what it was, some sort of like white pigment splatter stuff. And it doesn't, so if you see, maybe it'll focus here. There we go. Some of that spray behind is soaking into the white, making it a little lighter shade of whatever color it's picking up, which is funny because this one, it didn't really do that. Anyway, so they had mentioned something and I can't remember. Yes, I remember it was, it was from Spellbinders. I can't remember what it was called, but hey, Wanda, yes. It was from, hey, Jennifer, all you lurkers. Hey, Nikki. So Nikki is the person behind the hurricane relief auction. So I have the link pinned to the top, and then also in the description box. It's going to be amazing. Such a great idea. So, and I know, because we've been conversing back and forth, I can't even imagine how much time has gone into doing this. So thank you so much for doing that, Nikki. And I'm actually donating, and I mentioned before, but I don't want people to purchase a class for this specific reason, but I am donating a portion of each ticket sale to the for my backgrounds class to hurricane relief as well. So yeah. Dr. Martens has a white opaque product that is also doesn't draw up the, oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. Nikki, I was gonna show it, but I didn't know. I kind of showed it like this. Here, we'll take a little peek. Is that okay, Nikki? I guess, right? Because the picture is gonna be up there. So we have a silicone mat. We have some distress microglaze, some paste, some watercolor pencils, papers, sprays, embossing glaze, tags. Oh, I got these mixed media stamps. If you're new to mixed media, this is going to be something that you're going to want. All these stencils, dies, and then, ooh, this die. I forgot about this die. This die, these. So many good things in here. And it all fits in here. I am happy to donate. And I donated some cards. I just can't remember which ones. And there's so many more amazing things too that are donated as well. So actually got to put this on a card base. They're building a house right here. And it's quite annoying. I want to just buy some land, like in Utah or something, where it's like green, or like Wyoming, where it's like so much land for days. And then that way I don't have to worry about somebody coming in and building a house right next to me. Well, we live on half-acre lots, so it's not too bad. When we go to Vegas, we're always like, oh my gosh, you could literally reach in to your neighbor and borrow soap. Like, it's crazy how close some houses are in the city. I couldn't imagine. And the more, I grew up out here, although our neighbors were a little closer. I lived in an older community, but, I moved to San Diego and we lived in an apartment, and I could not imagine going back to living so close to people. I like my space. I like my aloneness. I like not being bothered. All right, I'm just going to add one right in the center there. Let's see. There we go. Oh, our house isn't on the East Coast, really close to. And they are not stopping. Like, Vegas is growing like, wow, weeds in the summertime in the desert when it rains. It's like crazy how many houses, apartment complexes, like, and they squeeze them in anywhere. It's crazy. Not to mention, there are miles and miles of, what's it called? What are they called? Oh my goodness. The things you put on top of your house. Solar panels. There we go. Shannon, I think you live in Nevada too, correct? But opposite of me, kind of. So you know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I could not think of the word. Yes, Prump. So Shannon lives the other way, about an hour from Vegas than me. So I live like, we're probably about, I would say like 2.5 hours from each other, I think. All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to. So, well, never mind. I won't say it. I'll leave it for the people that purchase the class because I think it's a funny moment. I'll leave it. But anyways, so there we go. There are the cards. So doing something different. And I still have all of these strips that I can still make backgrounds with. I used to go to Pahrump a lot. My dad and my stepmother have some friends there. And then my mom used to take us there to church sometimes. She's got friends there too, I think. It's been a long time since I've been that way, but yeah, it's a lot bigger than my town because I think you guys have casinos there, if I'm not mistaken. I ain't got no casinos here. There are little slot machines at the grocery store, and my mother-in-law, she was cracking up the first time she came. She's like, "There's slot machines in the grocery store." She's like, "Is that even legal?" I'm like, yeah. It's funny. All right. Any questions of the card, the hurricane relief, the my class on Saturday? I hope everybody can make it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me see if I can put a link here. It's going to be, you can sign up at TiffanySolorio.com. Pretty simple. I made it simple to sign up for the, nope, that did not do a link. It wants to, there we go. There we go. I don't think that made it a link, but TiffanySolorio.com will take you straight to sign up for the free class. Does Nikki still need AI images or all images? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Oh, you know what? I could do my face cam. Not like you want my face big or anything, but yeah, and then I can even just do my desk cam. Isn't that cool? All right, we'll do my face while I'm talking. Okay. Can you provide a link to the fundraiser and how to purchase items? So Terry, there is a link. Let me see if I can grab it here. Copied. Okay. I'll put it here, but it's also linked in the description and pinned to the top. And then what will happen is she will email everybody when the auction goes live. And it's really cool how it works. I don't know what program she's using, but it's really cool. Oh, Nikki, is Nikki still here? I think so. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Jules Craft question. Did I hear there is a Zoom on Thursday to prep for Saturday's class? Is there an invite or a link for it? Okay, so the Zoom is for those that purchased the VIP ticket. So if you purchased the VIP ticket, you should have already gotten a email. I think I sent it on Saturday or Sunday. I know for sure has a link to the Zoom. Sorry, I think that had our address on it. What was I saying? But I will send another email out tomorrow with the link. If and let's see. Oh, that's unfortunate, Lex. I'm sorry, I didn't pronounce your whole name because I didn't turn my thing off, and she'll talk at me, which I don't want. All right. Will Saturday's class be available after Saturday, like forever? Yes. So Saturday's class will be available to rewatch for free for 48 hours. If you purchase, you will have lifetime access to that live, as well as I think there's 25-ish. I can't remember the exact number because I actually even have one more that I want to put up. Pre-recorded classes that are on my Podia website. And then also a 30-page PDF. If anybody has purchased the class and has looked at the PDF, let me know what you think of it. Does it give a lot of good information, like lots of inspiration? There's lots of, I don't even know how many actually, different ideas on how to turn your backgrounds into cards, photos, and everything, links, and all of it. Oh, thanks, Anne. What is your next class going to be after backgrounds? So my next class after backgrounds, let me see if I can. Is it this? Yes. Okay. So my next class after backgrounds is going to be, we're going to make a couple backgrounds in class, or a big background, and we're going to turn that into cards multiple different ways, just using mainly 2 products. So let me go to both cameras here. So we're going to be using a more scripty stamp. You don't necessarily have to use this one. And then a cover plate die. I'm using this one. Use what you have in your stash. If you don't have a cover plate die, I will share ways on how you can take basic shapes like circles or whatever and kind of make your own out of it. And then we're going to be, so this is going to be the background. This is part of the background, this one. And then I'll show you all of the little things that I've done. So we cut out the trees or the shapes, and we kind of doctor them up many different ways. So some have stamping, some have splatters, and I even did like some gold. And I don't even know how many cards I'm going to be able to create, but we're going to make a ton of cards. We're going to get ready for Christmas. So these are going to be inspiration for Christmas cards. It's not going to be a live class. It's going to be work at your own pace. I may do a Zoom, depending. Again, November is crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy. So unfortunately, I can't do a live class in November. And then after this class, my next class won't be until January. So yeah, Jasper, a lot of times what I do is I will use the Distress Microglaze to kind of seal it, and then put the splatters on top of that, and it helps reduce the white soaking up the color behind. Jules, question, what are the topics of the other 25 videos? Okay, so if you go to, I'm trying to see the best way to do this. Let me just give me 1 second. And I will grab the link. Nope. Oh, yes, that's it. Okay, so got that. Copy. If you go to this link, you can see all of the content that is available for the class. You got to scroll down, and then you just press the little plus sign, and you can see all of the videos or PDFs, photo, whatever it is that's available for that class. You can't see it, you can't watch it, but you could see the topic, if that makes sense. And then hopefully that will help you out. And you can always message me too. Oh no. So if I use the Distress Microglaze and I like, okay, so for instance, this one, I'm pretty sure I used microglaze on it. Oh no, I lied. I've done it before where I can make it flake off easily because the Distress Microglaze is like plastic, right? And I'm talking at you and showing you, like you can see. There we go. So I was picking at this, but I've been able to, oh, yep, see, it kind of just comes off some of them very easily, but it's because the microglaze is kind of like, it's like a plastic. So. Yeah, okay. Any other questions before we get going? I do love my little thing here. Now, see, I'm talking to you like you can see me. This thing. I gotta do better custom photos on there, but we got both cameras. So it's gonna take a while to get used to. But anyways, all right. Any other questions before we go? Let me see. Where did I put the box? It is right here. It is this right here. It's new. MX Creative Console. It's really, really cool. My husband got it for me mainly to like edit photos and stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm going to use it as my little stream deck. You can use it for many different things. I don't know if I recommend it yet. So you're buying it, at your own will. But so far, so good. It was, once I got the hang of it, it was easy to set up. It is very cool. So it also has this, and this can be used, like say I use StreamYard, so it's very limited. But if you use, what's that other one? What is it called? Man, words are hard today. Anyways, a different software, you'll be able to have a lot more control. I'm very limited because of StreamYard, but it's the easiest for me. They actually upped the price to 2 times as much, which is crazy. And I was like, yeah, I need to figure out OBS. That's the one. And I'm showing you again, like you can see, hello, this. So this is off. So you can use this to like turn up and down your sound, or like in if you do if you edit photos, you can use this to make your brush smaller or larger. Like there, it's actually really cool. You can have multiple different pages. So like for instance, like this page, like on this, I have it for going live, and then I can do a different page for editing my videos and editing pictures and just all sorts of different things. So it's really cool. I only think it's like a few months old, so I don't know. We'll see how it ends up. But so far it's good. My anniversary is coming up, so that's why he got it for me. And it came and I was like, what is it? He's like, you have to wait. He usually doesn't like people opening things up early. He's very patient. I'm not. So he decided just to give it to me early. Thanks, Frida. Yes, subscribe, like, all of the things. All right, I am going to head off. I got to get some lunch and then continue to work on the next class and get ready for the class on Saturday. I do, Holly, I do. And a lot of people, my peers, say that I put too much content for the price, but I don't think so. I could do multiple classes, to be honest, but it's fine. It's been worth it so far. And so, yeah. Anyways, I am going to go now because I need another cup of coffee. Thanks, Frida. I did have to bump up the price. Usually it's $12, but things have gone up and I just needed to, there's lots of overhead cost that goes into these things as well, not just time. So I had to bump up the price to $15. But anyways, thank you all for stopping by today, hanging out with me. It was so much fun. I miss you all so much. And yes, don't forget to sign up for the to get notifications for the hurricane relief. I think it's going to be amazing. And thank you, Nikki, for putting it all together. It's amazing. And yeah. I hope everybody has a great day and a rest of your week. If you're joining the Zoom on Thursday, I will see you there. And if you're joining the class on Saturday, I will see you then. Bye, everybody.